Hi Taurus, welcome to your monthly reading for November 2023. If you would like to book a personal reading to get your own individual specific message, then please see the description box below the video. So you can send me an email, or I've just set up a brand new Etsy shop, and Etsy is probably the easiest way, and there are discounts on all of the readings on Etsy as well. As usual, feel free to like, share or comment on the video, and you are welcome to subscribe to the channel too. So the books you can see in front of you are from the Oracle decks I'm going to be using for today's reading. So you probably already know that we are in Scorpio season, or at the beginning of Scorpio season, as we are in November. This Myths and Mermaids deck, I actually really felt like I wanted to use it for last week's weekly check-in readings, which are also up if you want to watch that as well, or those as well. But as much as I wanted to use them, it was something in me was saying, no, not yet, not yet. So I thought, okay, I'm going to save it for the monthly readings instead. And then it actually clicked in that second that this is a deck that is relating to Oracle of the Water, and the Scorpio is a water season, so that makes sense. Scorpio, as you may know, it's a sign that's known for depth and intensity, rebirth, death, shadow work, uncovering what's hidden. So hence why we have the Heal Yourself book, and then that's quite spiritual stuff, isn't it? So the Angels and Ancestors deck felt like it would be a good accompaniment to these, as it's quite spiritual as well. So anyway, let's get on with your reading, and we'll first of all get your main theme. So we're going to get a Heal Yourself card as part of the main theme first of all, and see what comes up for you. So what does Taurus need to know for November as their main theme? What is the main theme or focal point? I will take them. That is quite a lot, but it feels, something about it feels right. Okay, so we have, I'm laughing, you'll see in a minute why. We have Inner Child. I absolutely love the artwork on these cards as well. Yeah, I find them really beautiful. We've got Phoenix Rising. And we have Sexuality. Right, so I'm going to put that there. And I'm also going to get you one card. Okay, there's a card in this deck, and I'm thinking if that comes out, in the Angels and Ancestors deck, if that comes out, then yeah, I'll find it. It'll be a bit amusing for some reason. May not come out, but we'll see. So let's get you another card as your main theme here. I am getting a message already, and yeah, it's not a very nice one, but okay. Yeah, there's a message coming through that is not nice, but it's sticking in my mind. Let me get this card out first, and then I will yeah, I'll continue. So what else does Taurus need to know here? We have Medicine Guardian, be open to healing information. Right. I think I'm going to get the tarot cards out first of all, and then I will say what is coming to mind here. And it's not the entire reading, it's just one thing that's sticking in my head that I can't seem to get out of my head at the moment. So right. Okay, so I'm distracted now because of that thought, but I'm going to get these cards out. So let's look at your main theme from the tarot deck. Seven of Swords and King of Wands. Let's look at your energy specifically. Wheel of Fortune, Death, and Five of Cups. That's a big energy. That is Taurus. And I don't know where I'm going to fit all of these cards, because there's quite a few, aren't there? You've got a lot. And I do want you to see all of them because they are beautiful cards, so I'll try my best. I think we might have to put it like that. Let's look at any external or surrounding energies. No, something about that did not feel right. I'm not sure why, but it just didn't. Oops, surrounding energies or external or surrounding energies. We've got the Six of Wands, And let's get any past energies, please. That's too many. So I'm going to try that again. Any past energies? We've got the Hermit in reverse. Current energy. Sorry, I'm very distracted by that message that's coming through and I'm trying to get these cards out before I say anything. So current, present energies, please. We've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups and potential future energies. Potential future energies. We have the Star and the King of Pentacles and any guidance for you as well. Okay, it looks good. It looks like a big transformation here with Death, the Wheel of Fortune and the Five of Cups. And I'm just going to try and, I don't know how to make these cards look any better because I've just got so much going on the table. I don't think I can do any better than that. That's fine. As long as you can see them, that's the main thing. And I just need to take a drink of water. Okay, Taurus, so to be honest, I'm going to say something that might be, it's quite a sensitive issue, but as soon as the Inner Child card came out, and with these cards I was getting something about childhood abuse. So, and then Five of Cups is there as well. And there's something about that King of Wands and Seven of Swords energy that I'm not keen on as well. When I look at it, it's giving me, there was a reading I did previously where it was something like the Magician and the Five of Swords together. And every time I looked at the Magician card, it literally made me feel sick to my stomach. And this probably isn't as bad as that, but it's giving me the most pleasant vibe as well. But yeah, I'm getting something about childhood abuse with the Inner Child and sexuality cards. And then you've got, these as well. So that may be something that someone has experienced in the past, someone's healed from or healing from. I can't elaborate on it any further at this point, but that's something that came through straight away, and that's what's kind of distracted me as I'm trying to get the cards out. So let's look at these. Right, so I wasn't necessarily planning to read all of them, but I might do it for this reading. So if you really don't want to listen to all of these, then just skip through until you see me getting the clarifiers out for these. But I think I may need to read all of these ones. Let's look at the Medicine Guardian one first. I may not read the whole of that, but let's see. So I'll read, I'm going to read the brief part, the main message, which is listen to what is coming up within you and what is being shared with you by trustworthy others in your life. Pay attention to healing information. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. So the extended message, this is quite brief. It says you are being exposed to information and insights that will have a dramatic healing effect upon your life. If you are working through something mentally or emotionally, know that there are spiritual energies supporting your healing. If you are working through something that is physically challenging, pay particular attention to information that's coming to you that feels inspired, insightful and warm. It will be supportive of your wellness. Your angels are here to remind you that your natural state is one of wholeness and you are on the road to revealing that wholeness once more. Okay, so now I'm going to look at these cards from the Heal Yourself deck. Oh my God, I've literally just opened the book and it went straight to the Inner Child card. Okay, right, I guess I'm going to read that first. I was going to start off with that one, but let's have a look. So it says, your inner child is urging you to lighten up a little, get out of your comfort zone and have fun. In order to be healthy, we must engage our imagination, creativity and spontaneity. When was the last time you did something spontaneous, intuitive and outrageous? When and with whom do you feel uninhibited, relaxed and completely comfortable to be yourself? Your inner child can be your strongest ally or your biggest foe. It can assist you to heal childhood pain, rejection, loneliness, and abandonment. And I am going to add to this, it doesn't say it in the book, but abuse, just because that abuse message came up. So in terms of healing wounds and, you know, whatever it is that needs to be healed around abuse. And it, as I say, sexual kind of came up, but it could be physical, it could be emotional. There are many different kinds of abuse, aren't there? Right, it can take you on an exciting adventure, help you become more confident, daring, original, and bold. Or it can make you behave in childish ways, bring up anxiety, fear, and suspicion. And yeah, we've got a 7 of Swords there. This card beckons you to heal your childhood pain and discover your independence. We've got 9 of Pentacles, which can be a card of independence, can't it? And King of Pentacles too. Compassion, creativity, talents, and joy. A healthy inner child can help you connect your integrity, divinity, and purity. It believes in miracles and creates magic in your life. Okay, so we're going to look at the sexuality card now. So it says, right, sexuality is a natural part of life. Embrace and enjoy your intimate, sensual, passionate nature. Take time to explore your sexuality. How do you feel about yourself? Do you feel sexy, attractive, and happy with your body, or are you judging yourself harshly? You need to let go of any old feelings of hurt, shame, or guilt in relation to your sexuality. And again, there could be something with the abuse coming up here, with that letting go of old feelings, healing. Right, if you are in a relationship, you need to bring some romance back and spice things up. In order to make sex an incredibly fulfilling, seductive, exhilarating, and orgasmic experience, you need to let go of your defenses and fears of being intimate with your partner. Relinquish control and dive into unguarded, ecstatic, blissful passion. Be creative, communicate with your lover, and find new and exciting ways to thrill each other. Wow, that was intense, wasn't it? Okay, and then lastly, I'm going to look at the Phoenix Rising card. I think it was that message about sexuality that put that word in my head. But right, okay, Phoenix Rising. It says everything in your life is falling apart in order for you to rise from the ashes with renewed strength. And I would say that's what is. I mean, that's you. That's your energy. That could be what's going on here. This is not a time to create, but a time to sweep away everything that has not worked in your life. The reason so many things are breaking down and not going your way is because the old cycle of your life is completing. You may feel that you are walking through the fires of life right now in order to be cleansed and purified for your rebirth. Soon you will not recognize yourself. You are reclaiming your spirit. If possible, try to isolate yourself from the chaos surrounding you. Now is the time for you to feel any pain that you have previously suppressed so that you can heal. The universe has plans and opportunities that are better than you can imagine. So let go and trust and anticipate what is coming. So strong healing, I mean, it is the Heal Yourself deck, but then also with this here as well, being open to healing information. I mean, it's Scorpio seasons. You've got death, you've got the Scorpio card. And Phoenix Rising makes me think of Scorpio energy as well. Huge energy of transformation. So let's see where we are. Let's look at this King of Wands and 7 of Swords and begin to clarify that first of all. And see what that's about. Actually, let me just have a look at the cards. So this is your main theme or focal point. But let's clarify. Why is the King of Wands there with the 7 of Swords? Okay, why is the King of Wands there with the 7 of Swords for Taurus, please? Brilliant how that just landed directly on there. So, right, we've got the Magician and the 4 of Cups. Oh, God, okay. Let's see what else comes out for that. We have the Knight of Wands. Anything else? The message I'm getting is about taking your power back here with the King of Wands and Seven of Swords. I don't like the look of the Magician right now. I mean, I've said before in a previous reading, when I mentioned the previous reading before and said I got the Magician and Five of Swords, that was the particular Magician. It's this Magician in this deck. Not all of the time, but sometimes he really, I just get a, yeah, I don't like the energy that comes off it. Yeah, it's a bit of a sin. I mean, it's not intended to be sinister, but there's something about it when it comes out in certain readings or with certain other cards. It gives me a sinister energy, and I think it's doing that right now. I think I'll sub-clarify actually. Yeah, let's see what else comes out. But yeah, there's something about taking your power back here. And obviously, if you did experience any kind of abuse or you've got any childhood wounds, then you would need to take your power back, wouldn't you, and transform. Anything else? Anything else for the Seven of Swords and King of Wands? Right, you've got Justice, okay. And I think I will get one more after Justice, and then I'm going to look at the Magician and probably the Four of Cups as well, actually. Oh, that's too many. Yeah, I'm going to put those back and try again. That was quite a lot. Well, it's only 3, but it just didn't feel right to me. So anything else after Justice? I mean, Justice would be taking your power back, wouldn't it? It's where things go in your favor, where things turn out right for you. Let's get one more after Justice, please. Five of Cups. That would be what you would need to heal from, the Five of Cups. Right, let's look at that Magician. No. Try it again. Magician, please. Right, that's better. Right, so we have the Page of Swords. And if I can get this without knocking anything out, we have... Oh God, Ten of Swords. Sorry, what we're clarifying, the Magician. So it's I'm not getting the most pleasant energy in this reading. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, there are a lot of positive cards in terms of getting your power back. It's just like the background, I would say, or backstory is not pleasant. The things that I'm picking up are not pleasant. But it does look like moving forward. Phoenix rising, isn't it? It's rising from the ashes. It's healing. It's, as I say, it's getting your power back, but it's just not a nice energy that it looks like things are coming from. I'll get one more for that Magician. King of Wands again. Okay, I'm going to get one more after that. Knight of Pentacles. Let's get one more after that. After the Knight of Pentacles, please. Right, King of Pentacles. It feels like a nasty manipulative energy. That's how it feels, regardless of what's here. The Page of Swords, obviously it's a child. It's someone who doesn't know any better. It's no fault of their own. They're a child, they're immature. It's just, we start off immature and then we grow into our maturity, don't we? So that's what it is. But it's like a child, someone who doesn't know any better but is open and willing to learn. But with that Ten of Swords there, it's a really nasty, I don't like the way that feels with that Magician, and it doesn't feel nice. So if someone has experienced abuse of any kind, whether it is physical, emotional, etc., I would say that Magician energy is it, the person. That's what that feels like. However, I would say, so the King of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles feel separate from that. That this feels like this is where you would need to get your power back from that situation. Yeah, because the King of Wands, he is power, isn't he? He's powerful. He's passionate, he takes the lead, he's in control, no one can tell him what to do. The Knight of Pentacles, feels like it's like commitment to your growth, is what I'm getting, commitment to your growth. And then from that, the Knight, I mean, obviously the Queen isn't in between them, but that's the progression from the Knight to the Pentacles. It's becoming a stable, whatever you've been through, it's taking your power back and committing to your path and committing to becoming a stable, abundant adult. Right, okay. Let's look at that Four of Cups. Again, to be honest, the Four of Cups literally, it just pretty much feels like the Magician, the Page of Swords and the Ten of Swords, to be honest with you. Okay, let's look at the Four of Cups. Yeah, again, it's giving abusive vibes. That's a really strange way. I know it's a really strange way to look at it, but that's what it's giving me. Anything else? What was that? Ace of Swords wanted to come out. Anything else for the Four of Cups, please? Okay. So these are going to be slightly separate. So the Two of Cups, Four of Wands, right? So again, the Four of Cups for me, as I said, it feels like an abusive energy. I don't think the word is false hope. It's false something. It's not false hope. I can't think of it. False security. It's like an offer of false security, but obviously you would kind of sense, you may not know any better as a child, being the Page of Swords, but you have a feeling that something's not right. But as a kid, like, even if you have a feeling that something's not right, what do? You've got no power as a child, have you, to do anything about it? So yeah, I'm getting false security from that Four of Cups. Two of Cups, it feels like false bonds, false connection. So say if you had a parent who was emotionally, I'll give the example of emotionally because it's cups, emotionally abusive towards you, it's a false bond, it's a false connection. Or you had a narcissistic parent. I feel that we overuse that word a lot nowadays. Not to say that there are no narcissists, but as I've said before, I feel that we all have a shadow side. All of us have a shadow side, and part of the shadow side, we're all capable of feeling jealousy, of being selfish, of hurting people's feelings, of saying nasty things, and those are narcissistic behaviors, aren't they? It's just that obviously in narcissists, the behavior's a lot more exaggerated, and they, like most people would have a handle on the shadow side, wouldn't they? Like, we don't go out there intentionally trying to hurt people, but for narcissists, they get pleasure out of it. So that's why I say we all have narcissistic tendencies. But yeah, so say if you had an emotionally abusive parent, it's a false bond, it's a false sense of security. You rely on them to look after you, to take care of you, and you probably don't know any better. If that's what you were raised in, then for a lot of people, you'd feel that's normal if you haven't got anything else to go by. So it's a false bond, false connection. And it may not be a parent. This could be more recently, and it could be a relationship. It could be a friendship even. It could be a parent-child, like where the child is abusive towards the parent. That is quite common, isn't it? Where people are abusive to elderly parents, not even elderly. I think I've mentioned romantic partners as well, friends, whoever. But yeah, false bond, false sense of security. And as much as it's a child here, it doesn't literally have to be a child. It can be the inner child, or the part of you that is vulnerable with children. It's that child energy. It's vulnerability, isn't it? It doesn't literally mean a child. But yeah. So false security, false bond, and again false security with the Four of Wands. Like if it's that was your home life, that you were emotionally abused, then it's a false foundation. It's not a true foundation, is it? But right, so we've got the Eight of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Fool. And that, to me, that's the energy, again, of taking your power back and the need to move on from that. I'm going to leave that there because that is that's quite heavy. And I think that's as much as I need to explain. I am really tempted to look at Justice. So I think I'm going to look at Justice. I'm going to leave those out there for a minute. Let's look at justice. Okay, 9 of Swords. I mean, that would be the result of an abusive experience, wouldn't it? Worry, stress, anxiety. Anything else? Ten of Cups and the Hanged Man. If you have experienced that kind of trauma, then you would be worried about, are you ever going to get your happiness, wouldn't you? That would be something that's on your mind. Let's just get one more following on from the Hanged Man. You would need to learn, what I'm getting from the Hanged Man is that you would need to learn from past experience how to move forward successfully, and to live a happy life if you're coming from something like that. So I am definitely going to leave that there now. So yeah, this for me, this King of Wands, 7 of Swords. So the 7 of Swords would be the magician type, because it's deceitful, isn't it? If you're raising a child in that kind of life, giving them that kind of life, it's a lie. They deserve better. People who are abusive towards children, or whoever's abusive, is giving you, as I say, it's a false sense of security. It's a lie. They're sort of telling you that, yeah, this is what I'm doing is okay, it's acceptable. This is what you deserve, and it's a lie. That's a complete lie. You deserve better. You deserve to take your power back. Okay, so let's put that back. And I'm actually not surprised this kind of message is coming out, because I was just thinking the last 2, maybe 3 readings I've done were quite intense as well. Not like this, but they were intense. And I was thinking the messages seem to be coming out quite flowing. Like the last week, was it the last week of readings I did? There were some problems where I kind of felt blocked. And these ones so far, touch wood, the messages have flowed out. Even if they're difficult, they've flowed. And I thought, what's going on? And then I thought, oh, it's a water season. Last season was Libra season. So October, most of October, because I'm filming a little bit in advance of the month. So last season was Libra season, air sign. I'm a Libra, so yeah, I get it. Air signs, logic. No wonder I felt blocked with a lot of the readings. And to be frank, the ones I felt blocked with were the air signs. Apart from Libra, I think Aquarius and Gemini, I had problems with those. But these ones so far, they're flowing. And as I say, it's a water sign. With Scorpio, there's nowhere to hide. There's literally nowhere to hide. Whatever's hidden is coming out. I mean, Scorpios can be known for keeping secrets, but yeah, doing tarot with it, I think that secrets want to come out. So that would explain the type of messages. But anyway, let's move on to your energy specifically. 5 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune and Death. And that is, to me, that's the Phoenix rising from past trauma. So you've got the Knight of Swords, 7 of Wands. Anything else? And I'm hearing changing your life. Changing your life. So you may have learned or be learning from past traumas, past experiences, how to change your life. I'm going to get something for that 7 of Wands on its own in a minute. That may just be the sense of you standing... No, I'm getting a no from that. Standing up for yourself and your life now. And standing up for your inner child as well. Anything else? Could literally be standing up to people, like family members possibly. Okay, no, I'm not going to take any of those. You might be struggling with it a bit though. It might be, I mean, it wouldn't be easy, would it, to recover from trauma? So, and I'm saying that based on how the cards are coming out. The last reading I did, the very beginning, I had problems shuffling, and I said, oh, there's a lack of flow here. What's going on with the cards? Because it took me ages to get all of them out. And then the oracle cards and the tarot cards, all it talked about was flow. So that was quite interesting. Right. That one's gone onto the floor, so just bear with me. You have the Knight of Pentacles, and I don't know if it was upright or reversed. I'm going to take it upright just because I'm not sure. I think it was reversed actually, but let's leave it like that. Anything else after this? Right, we've got the Ten of Cups and the Three of Wands. Right, so as I said, I'm going to get something for that Seven of Wands just on its own. Wheel of Fortune, Six of Cups. I mean, Six of Cups is the past. It's to do with children. Anything else? Queen of Cups. Let's get one more. You might be nurturing your own inner child in a way with that Queen of Cups next to the Six of Cups. Right, yeah, I think that's what that is. Six of Wands, Three of Pentacles. So here, so the cards that have come out here in your energy. So I would say you are, I mean, we haven't got Judgment, I don't think. No, we haven't got Judgment, unless it's hiding somewhere. But it is probably like at this point in time, you are thinking about the past, reviewing the past. But I think things are changing for you. You've got the Wheel of Fortune twice. I think you are probably learning from past experience and transforming. As I said, Phoenix rising from the ashes. Whatever it is that's gone on in the past, I would say that you're probably learning for it, fighting for yourself and to stand up for yourself so that you can move forward and have the happy life that you want. And you probably are committed or are coming into an energy of being more committed to your own path towards happiness and achieving the things that you want, success. As I say here, Queen of Cups with the Six of Cups, it may be that you are nurturing your own inner child and addressing past wounds potentially, addressing old wounds and sort of soothing or nurturing yourself through them, or that's something that you need to be doing. And maybe it's that you need to be committing to your path towards happiness in your own life. But as I say, it's about learning from those past issues and how to move on. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. I am really tempted. I'm going to look at the Page of Swords. I'm just, yeah, I can't help it. I have to go, yeah, I like to go into everything properly. That's why my readings are so long, because I can't like do it half-assed. I have to, yeah, get fully in it. So, Page of Swords, why is that there? It's, yeah, it's just about learning from the past. The Tower would be the things that fell apart, the things that hurt you, the disruption, if you've ever been depressed, because sometimes the Tower can speak of depression. You've got the King of, yeah. Anything that hurt you and stood in the way of you, or could have stood in the way of you becoming a stable, secure, abundant adult here, and anything that interfered with you pursuing your own path from a young age and your identity, even with that Page of Wands, it's reviewing all of that, learning from all of that. Right, so as I say, I think you are transforming at present, or needing to, and it's part of it is reviewing the past, unfortunately. Even if it's some really heavy, hard stuff, you can't get past it until you fully address it, can you? So, and you may need therapy to do this, but based on some of the stuff I've been picking up, someone out there may literally need therapy. And even if it hasn't been as deep as that kind of stuff, that kind of trauma, there's nothing to lose. I always say with counselling or therapy, there's nothing to, well, unless you pay for it, then you lose money. But if it's free, or if you can afford it easily, there's literally nothing to lose, to be honest. Either it doesn't work at all and you've lost nothing because all you did was, well, money. You tried it, or it helps. And I've had counselling in the past, and it's, for me, it's never been about going to someone for them to fix me. It's always been going to someone so that they can help me see myself better, so that I can then do the work to recover myself, to reclaim myself, basically. And it has helped in that sense, because I've gone in with the expectation that I'm the one that has to do the work, not somebody else doing it for me and sorting me out. It's me sorting myself out, but getting the support that I need to do it. Right, so that sounded a bit preachy, but I'm just sharing my experience. So that could be where that Be Open to Healing information comes in, actually, if anybody feels that they need to go for counselling, therapy. It might not even be like a I mean, I would always recommend professional advice, especially for that level of deep trauma, but it may even be talking to someone that you trust or know, whether it is a friend, a family member, a professional, someone that works in a spiritual field. There are many different spiritual practices that can help with trauma, obviously tarot included. You've got crystal healers, Reiki healers, there's all sorts of stuff out there that can help. So let's move on to this Six of Wands. That's the external energy. So what's going to come out for that? Yeah. So we've got the Four of Wands. Nine of Swords. Anything else for that Six of Wands, please? You've got the Two of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the Hanging Man. Okay. Right, so I will be honest, when I initially saw that Six of Wands, with the energies on the top row here, with the Seven of Swords and all that nasty energy that was up here, I was thinking, is this Six of Wands like a false leader? So a false leader in this, from what I've said so far, it would be like, I don't know why religions, well, yeah, false leader, religion would come into it. So again, the trauma, actually, speaking of that, the trauma, I've already mentioned abuse within family, friendships, marriages, stuff like that, but it could be religious as well, religious type abuse, like, you know, like in cults. That's come into mind, where people are manipulated, looking at that card because of the false leader thing. But anyway, so that was the question I was asking. Is it a false leader, whether it's a cult leader, that sense of false security of looking up to someone, but actually they're deceiving you into making you think that what their abuse is a normal way of life. But looking at the clarifiers that have come out, it looks more like this is the energy around you that's sort of pushing you to transform, basically. It's pushing you to transform, to step up, to stand tall, to be seen, to be heard, and to rise up. I think that's what I often get from this particular Six of Wands. It's an energy of rising up, phoenix rising from the ashes again. And I think that's what that, I mean, as I say, with the external energy, sometimes it can be a literal person. It could be maybe there's someone around you that supports you and you feel that they're supporting you and pushing you to rise up and overcome your traumas and get your power back. But sometimes for me, the external energy, it can be. I mean, I've recently had an astrology reading of my birth chart, and it made so much sense. It was absolutely brilliant. If anybody wants any info on that, then send a message in the... You can either send a message in the... comment section or send me an email. My email address is in the description box as well. I'm not saying I do it, but I can push you or recommend you to someone who can do it. But yeah, it was brilliant. The birth chart reading, it made so much sense on everything. And I'm not saying it wasn't predictive necessarily. I mean, it did pick up on energies that could influence things, but it showed me, it was stuff that I kind of knew but I didn't understand, and it helped me to understand so much about why I feel the way I feel, why I've done certain things. So yeah, the point I was trying to get at is the external energy. Like with astrology, the movements of the planets and stuff can influence how you feel, and when you feel a certain way, then it pushes you to do certain things, doesn't it? So that's the point I was trying to make. But right, so this energy, it feels like an energy that's pushing you to work on your own foundation, with the Four of Wands, and that's everything: your emotional foundation, your physical foundation, spiritual foundation, everything, to come out of any sense of anxiety. Again, the trauma with that Nine of Swords. Could be reviewing your connections here. Again, if you've had traumatic experiences with people, there could be something being reviewed there. And the Ace of Cups for me is often about, it's your own cup, isn't it? Your own cup comes before the cup that you share with. And then the Hanged Man, it's about perspectives. It's about beliefs even as well. Let's get something for the Two of Cups. That could be about your beliefs with connections with other people. That could, because Ace of Swords can be beliefs as well, or clarity, truths. Maybe you realise that what you thought was normal or acceptable isn't in relationships and connections, and that's leading you to have a greater sense of self-love and self-worth for yourself. King of Swords. So that could be you using, like, sort of psychoanalyzing yourself in a way, or your past experiences with other people's here, with the Two of Cups, bonds and connections with other people. Yep, okay. Page of Wands, that's to do with your identity. You could be looking at how the impact of other people and the bonds that you've shared with people has had on your identity, especially from childhood as well. But it can happen in adulthood as well. Let's look at the Ace of Cups. Okay. So again, this Three of Pentacles, the Sun, it still feels like that same energy of like, well, yes, analyzing how things have, the foundations that you've come from, how you've made, how things have come together in your life, and it's bringing things to light. And it's an energy that pushes you to sort of think about how you can get your power back, how you can change things for the better for yourself. It's like, this feels like past, present and future, because they're all connected, aren't they? Past, present, future experiences. Okay, it's like shedding light on things. Let's get one for the Hanged Man, or a couple for the Hanged Man. I believe that's in reverse. Okay, I would say that's about no longer, if you have previously ignored how you feel and your thoughts about traumatic experiences or just the past in general, this is where that Hanged Man is, where the energy is pushing you to not ignore it anymore. You can't ignore it anymore. If you want to transform, then there's no way you can ignore it. Yeah, it's connecting with those experiences and using them to create. You haven't got the Alchemy card, have you? But sort of you transmuting the energies, I think, is what I'm getting at. Transmuting the past hurts and everything to move you forward. And I think I'm gonna leave it there, because I've spent a lot of time on that. I'm fully aware, but as I say, I can't do a half-ass reading. Can't do it. I'm a very much an all or nothing kind of person. So you get depth when I'm trying to do things, or you get nothing because I just feel like it's not worth it. So I'm just putting the cards back in different places as I do, so they don't come out together again in the same order. So being pushed to transform is the external energy. It's like pushing you, influencing you. Let's look at the Hermit in reverse. So that may be where in the past you've resisted transforming, you've resisted addressing any past traumas. Let's clarify the Hermit in reverse, please. Anything else? So you get the Eight of Wands, Seven of Swords. Whoop. Landed on my lap. Try that again. Anything else? Right, Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. So I'm going to sub-clarify the Ten of Swords because it's just the oddball in the middle here. Actually, I can see how, yeah, I think I know what that is, but let's sub-clarify it. Seven of Swords. Yeah, I think I get it. Up, yeah. So for me, so the Eight of Wands here, as I said, the Hermit, it's where you may have avoided addressing certain traumas, experiences, whatever. But you've needed to do that, or you would have needed to do that to move forward and progress, because the Eight of Wands for me can be progression in life. The Seven of Swords, it feels like where you're in denial of things or you don't want to address them. The Nine of Pentacles, and she's here twice, isn't she? Yeah, here twice. That can sometimes be a comfort zone, and it could be where, I mean, as much as people go through trauma, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to grow up to have I mean, some people, yes, they will grow up to have a really troubled, dysfunctional life. Not just internally, but externally as well. Some people, they grow up and they channel all of their energy into being successful, like they'll have a good career, a home, etc. But internally, they're still traumatized. So on the outside, it can look like they're fine, but inside there's stuff that nobody will ever know about because they don't share it. And that's what that Nine of Pentacles feels like. It's like she has she's got abundance around her, but what's going on internally? I mean, you've got the Nine of Wands there. That's the wounding, isn't it? That's where you've been through the battles. So that, again, that's the need to address those issues, to no longer deny anything that may still be inside you eating away, because you can eat away, you can hide it, but as I said, it's Scorpio energy, there's nowhere to hide. Eventually the fact that it's eating away at you, it comes back up to the surface. So it's like that there's the denial. It's like you may have had some level of success and been able to put your focus on other things with that Three of Pentacles. You may have even built what looks like it may be a brilliant amount of stability and abundance, but there's still a burden there. There's still a burden that needs to be addressed. I'm going to just be nosy and get something for that Ten of Wands. Although, yeah, I think that would represent the trauma, really. And needing to overcome it with that Queen of Wands. God, that's too many. Let's try that again. And I'd say the Queen of Wands is needing to bring it out in the open as well. It doesn't mean you go and tell everybody your business, but to not push it down, really. To express what needs to be expressed, I would say. So what do you have? The Ace of Pentacles and the Chariot. By bringing it out in the opportunity, that's an opportunity to move on from it and to finally release the burden, I would say, from those cards that are there. So we'll leave that. So past energy is an energy where you may have tried to resist, avoid, and just not face up to past traumas, things that have affected how your identity. Okay. So again, let's look at that Nine of Pentacles and Ten of Cups. And again, that's coming out of the comfort zone, isn't it? To get your Ten of Cups, you may be doing that now or needing to with the present energy here. So Nine of Cups and Ten of Cups, please. Right, that's gone to the floor again. Right, we've got Judgment. Yeah, it's an opportunity. And I would say with the Eight of Pentacles, it's an opportunity to do inner work, potentially, because it will affect your external life as well. Anything else for the Nine of Pentacles and Ten of Cups? Right, I'm going to take the King of Pentacles and the Nine back again, the Nine of Pentacles, but I'm gonna put these back and try to get one more. And what actually came out, I didn't show you, but it was the Seven of Cups and Strength. I mean, that would be where you look at how you feel, isn't it? And it takes courage to do that. But let's get one more. Okay, so yeah, it's an opportunity to review the past, do the inner work, and build an even more secure foundation for yourself and an even more secure life, because the King of Pentacles is, I don't want to say upgrade, but I can't think of another word. It's like a higher level version of the Nine of Pentacles. Yes, the Nine of Pentacles is abundance. Yes, it's stability. But the King of Pentacles is the king, isn't he? She may be rich. She may be a lady, baroness, whatever these terms are, countess or whatever, but he's a king. So he has even greater security and status than that. So it's coming out of your comfort zone to review the past and do the work to build greater stability and get the happiness, like complete happiness. Like maybe you are quite happy with your life, but it's like, could you be happier? So Two of Wands. Are you allowing yourself to achieve the fullest potential of your happiness? And we have the Six of Swords and the Queen of Swords that fell on my lap. So yeah, okay. Are you willing to choose the path that will really bring you inner peace and face the truth of whatever's happened and face your own truth and what you know based on past experiences? Like if you have been through trauma, are you at present, are you at peace with it? If you're not, how can you get real inner peace? But it will take coming out of your comfort zone, because dealing with stuff like this, it is very uncomfortable. I mean, looking at the initial cards here and the stuff that came up, that was very uncomfortable for me, like mega uncomfortable. So if you're someone who has experienced trauma, then I can barely imagine how it must feel in reality for you dealing with that. So the Star and the King of Pentacles are your potential future energy. I mean, that's healing, isn't it? The King of Pentacles was there already. That's complete healing. It's hope. It's building, again, building an even sturdier foundation. But you got to take your power. You got to take your power back and use your courage to do it. So this is a heads up that to move forward, if you want to heal, if you want to build greater stability, greater abundance in life. And I think I don't know if I've said it in this reading, but I've said it in the other readings. Abundance comes in many forms. I think I've already said it in this reading, so I won't repeat it. It's not just financial abundance, is it? Anything, oh God, I don't know why your cards are sort of flying now. Is it that you're ready to let the dam break, possibly, and let everything out now and address everything? Is that why the cards are just sort of dropping everywhere? I almost feel like I don't need to clarify the Star and the King of Pentacles, but I will, because it's like, or finish clarifying them, it's unfair. Yeah, it's removing the blindfold. That Two of Swords there, removing the blindfold and facing what you need to face to heal. I think I'll get one more. I don't know if I need it, to be honest. Let me get a sub-clarifier for the Ace of Wands. So I will say, I don't know if it's because the Ace of Wands has come out, and I think most of us know that the Ace of Wands in the tarot can be sexual, related to sexuality. But there may be healing from sexual trauma involved as well. I mean, I've mentioned trauma in general, so you may have picked up on that already. But yeah, sexual trauma potentially is one meaning I can get from it. It's because I was looking at that card and then the Ace of Wands came out as well. So there could be a reference to sexuality here, I'm not going to lie. With the Ace of Wands being in reverse, it can relate to sexual problems, and I'm not making that up. Look it up, read it in a book on tarot. It genuinely can relate to sexual issues, not just for men, for anybody. Because the Nine of Cups in reverse is where you're not getting full pleasure, is it? And then Five of Wands can be a challenge. Right, that took a turn. If it's not sexual, it's just about getting your spark. That may be it. That may be why you're needing to do this work, is because maybe you have built up a certain degree of abundance and security, but you may have lost your spark potentially, and it's like addressing that will help. So I'll leave that there with that funny turn. Well, not funny, it's not funny, but with that unusual turn, although I have mentioned the reference to this card at the beginning anyway. So yeah, future is about healing, building greater stability, and you got to take off the blindfold and have the courage to address what needs to be addressed and take your power back. So Seven of Wands, that for me, that's standing up for yourself, fighting for yourself, standing up for your inner child by addressing your traumas. Temperance, that's where you heal and you restore peace and harmony. Try that again. Seven of Pentacles. You may, if you question at any point, is it worth digging up the past? I mean, obviously it's your choice. No one can tell you what to do. Yeah, it's your choice. For some people, I don't know, it's different for everyone. Some people feel that digging up the past doesn't help them. I can't speak on that because we can only speak based on the experiences that we've had. My experiences that I've had, and I do it regularly, digging up the past or reviewing the past. For me, it helps. I don't know how it works for other people, but I think, as I say, for the most part, pushing things down or trying to ignore or block traumas or feelings or whatever, it's a pressure cooker. It comes back up to the surface. But if you may ask at some point, is it worth it? But ask yourself, is it worth, do you deserve full healing, and do you deserve to nurture your inner child? I guess that's what you need to ask yourself. Do you deserve to fully have peace, to make peace with something? Anything else? We've got the Lovers in reverse there. That may be any healing that's involved. It may help in terms of healing connections for you. Maybe not with the people that were specifically involved, but in general, like say again, if there is any trauma, abuse related trauma that can impact how you relate to people and the relationships you have. So by addressing all of that, it may change the way you connect and interact with people for the better. Let me get some further clarification on that. Oh God, that's a lot, isn't it? I think I will take it, but it is a lot. So, well, it's not that many. Ace of Pentacles. Oh yeah, it is. Oh God, no. Okay. Right, I'm going to try that again because, yeah, there's probably about 6 or 7 cards that did come out in the end. So I thought it was only like 4, but it's too many. Right, lovers, please. Anything for the lovers, and then we'll get your final oracle card. I know this is a very long reading, and the previous one before yours was long as well, but it's just a lot is coming out, isn't it? So hopefully the camera doesn't completely run out of time. Yeah, it's in terms of standing up for your health, it could be that too, self, addressing anything, there could be stuff in there with relationships, and it's like it gives you a fresh perspective and a new opportunity to move forward with a clean slate in how you approach your relationships, whether it's that you need to heal a relationship with a specific person who's involved in the trauma, or new relationships that you pursue, whether it be friends, family, even work stuff. The traumas can affect how you function in everyday life, can't they? So I'll leave that there. Let's get your final oracle card. If you're still with me at this point, I really hope that you've gained something valuable from it, because it was intense and there was a lot here. But I as I say, I deep dive. I can't do half-assed reading. So right, final message from the Myths and Mermaids deck for you. Okay, you've got Mermaid with a Golden Dragon. Let's see what this has to say. So that's the card. I'm going to put her there. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So, a sweet young mermaid looks over her newfound treasure, a tiny baby dragon. His golden scales emit a radiance of wealth and prosperity as he nestles among the water lilies in the lake. The divination message says, look forward to prosperity. Good news, your hard work and careful planning are soon to pay off. While it is exciting to contemplate your new success, it is important to keep your head. Remember that with wealth comes responsibility, and if you are not careful with your money, it may soon be gone. Do not give in to the temptation to spend quickly and avoid falling victim to bad investments. Instead, remember your long-term goals and choose a path that is consistent with what you wish to accomplish in life. Just the same, it is okay to splurge a little. You deserve it. And I would say here, the first investment and long-term goal is to commit to yourself and giving yourself a solid foundation internally so that you can take that into the outside world. Okay, I was just seeing if there's anything else I can take from that. Right, the antithesis says, beware of bad investments. A new business proposal or investment opportunities looming on your horizon, but take care to weigh your options carefully before making any rash decisions. Sometimes what sounds too good to be true truly is, and a poor choice now can have devastating results down the road. So I don't know if that might be relevant to someone. I usually read both of the messages, and as I've said in the other videos as well, sometimes these messages are very literal. A lot of the time in oracle books, especially if it tells a specific story, it's quite metaphorical, but it depends on what's going on in your life. But as I say, the main thing I would take from this is, yeah, look forward to prosperity, but that is based on you committing to yourself and investing to your own healing, really, isn't it? Because the healing, the internal healing, impacts your external life as well. So I'll leave the message there. Thank you for watching the reading. Again, if you want to book a personal reading and get your own individual and specific message, please see the description box. There are discounts on the readings on Etsy, which is the easiest way to book a reading. As usual, you're welcome to like, share or comment on the video, and you are also welcome to subscribe to the channel. So until the next reading, take care.